for a long time. Unfortunate that things end up this way, but hey, it's starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris, assumedly. I mean, they were both ready, so my bad, but if they were no longer ready, but hard to know. Do you need hand cam? Sorry. No, you don't. So, to start off with, Sidnev with the 1 point lead, and now with the 2,659 point deficit. Truly insurmountable. Sidnev taking a couple burns as well though, so things evening up. Chiller with a little bit of an awkward start here, having taken a fair few burns, but they've been cool burns at least. Sidnev scoring a Tetris, going up to 69,000, very nice. And then a few nice tucks as well. So, Sidnev 117 currently. Chiller 97,000 points. In another little bit of an awkward situation here. Bit of a dig forming. Gonna be able to reopen the well fairly quickly, only about 4 burns, but still, when you're against Sidnev, you want to take as few burns as possible, because Sidnev is going to probably be getting a 1.2 into kill screen, it feels at this point. I feel like I've seen so many of those from her in recent times, but we'll see. Every game is different. Sidnev scoring a Tetris, going up to 208, 241. Ooh, what? Okay, Sidnev with a few dead drops in the middle of the stack there. I guess something happened with the controller, but they're back. Hopefully it does not result in a top out. Hopefully the pieces are kind enough to resolve, I guess. We will see. Gets the square over to the right. A few nice burns. I'm still not sure what happened to get into this situation. Still a little bit bamboozled, but hey, here we are. I mean, I know what happened piece placement wise. Logistically, not so much. Not going to question it. Hey, remember TSP? I remember TSP. I remember that it existed, at least. We've got someone rooting for Sidnev in chat. Sidnev still, despite the very strange dig situation, still with a 2 Tetris lead. Though is ahead in line, so pace-wise, it's actually pretty even right now. Well, Arbaro / Nick. Very, very simple reason for that, actually. It's because Kingsman hates new players. He doesn't like anyone if they don't have a max out. If you meet him in real life and you don't have a max out, he'll actually spit on you. So, Chiller, with that Tetris, going up to 292. Sidnev, a little bit of an awkward left, but nothing too difficult to navigate, assuming that the pieces don't just suck horrifically. Chiller, that is... Okay, I mean, I said awkward left for Sidnev for like 2 seconds, because there was a little bit of a Z dependency. This is more of an awkward left. Gets a nice spin tuck, though. Really just an interesting game so far. Some weird situations have arisen on 18. But still reasonable paces. We're going to be seeing 400k transitions at least from both players. Chiller going for a center well, and it's going to remedy to transfer back over to the right. Sidnev filling in the left side. And scoring a Tetris, going up to 400k. Chiller opting to put the J. Okay, that's not good for Chiller. I have not seen a board in this state in a while. Probably since I last watched Cheese do a 100-line speedrun. But there we go, 332 is the top out score, and Sidnev is good for game 1. And we're gonna get game 2 underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Okay, Chiller, the player's deviating on that tuck setup, resulting in Chiller having a flatter stack, while Sidnev having a very open right side. But it is resolving with a nice tuck there, so similar starts. Chiller does manage to score the first Tetris, so they're chilling. Haha. That's like almost a play on words, but not even. So, even scores right now. It is only 10 lines in, so not surprising. Oh wait, that's true. No one pushdown point for Sidnev. Oh, there it is. It was a delayed pushdown point. Can we be sure it's really Sidnev? Nobody can really be sure about nothing, I suppose. But, they have the one pushdown point now, so it's fine. Sidnev up to 120k. Chiller. Not going to be able to score Tetris for that. One Mino off being ready for the Tetris. Sidnev has a square tuck setup here. Might opt for a spin of some variety. Is not going to, and it's going to work out fairly well. And a Tetris. Up to 143. Chiller actually has the pace lead right now. Still early showings though. Doesn't mean too much having a lead this early. But it's still worth knowing. Chiller now not so great situation. Yes, there was a 1 point lead for a brief moment for Sidnev, but yeah, now the scores have deviated once again. But at 200 lines in, getting a 1 pushdown point like halfway up the stack on 26 would be kind of impressive. Like, you know, it's you need to really time it midway through a dig or something. That would be a fun mini game. You get 1 pushdown point and you have to figure Sidnev gets 1 pushdown point and you have to guess where it was. You have to really pay attention to that score to see. AV Geek is raiding with a party of 1. Hello, AV Geek. How did your stream go? This one is going well, relatively speaking, compared to my other Div 1 Super streams in the past, I would say. Sidnev at 305. Chiller at 291. So still pretty solid pace despite a couple weird situations for Chiller earlier in the game. Still a little bit behind Sidnev by about a Tetris and a half, but nice T placement. Like that a lot for the bar on the left side. You beat Teba 3-2 for Div 3A. Almost got reverse swept. Oof. Man, I love frogs, etc, etc. Exactly. Someone's... What? I'm not even going to read that out. That sounds unsettling. And it reminds me of something that I have seen on the internet before. But thanks for the comment. Nay __04. Or knee. I don't know. Sidnev very flat stack here, but going to get a bar, and all is good. Go up to 443. Did have 420k, which was, you know, funny. What does? The words that you said in your previous message. Succulent Tetris. Yes. Oh, Sidnev with a bar hang on the left there. That makes things a little bit awkward. But Chiller with a less dangerous, but more ace punishing misdrop on the left there. remove the Y from that phrase and just Google it. It's simple. Transition coming up very soon. 460k for Chiller, 560 for Sidnev. See, juicy, moist spin. I can deal with that. Oh, good. Okay, 1 sec. Great. Well, we've just sent someone in Twitch chat to meetspin.com during this super stream. I didn't want to, but that's what's happened. They forced my hand, and here we are. I do not know. I have not seen Aqua Teen Hunger Force, unfortunately. I've only seen clips from it. Meat Wad, there you go. So, 680k for Sidnev here. Very strong pace, though it is Sidnev, so for Sidnev, very mediocre pace. Chiller, on the other hand, 567, so for any other player not called Sidnev, very solid pace. Not like 1.3 pace, of course, but very solid for comp. But when you're against Sidnev, sometimes you just got to accept that you're not going to have the pace lead and just bank on maybe Sidnev tops out in level 30 or something. So a little bit of an awkward situation there, but the LJ pieces all resolve nicely into a Tetris. If a bar comes soon, we will be seeing 800k, and we do 800k into level 22, so definitely Sidnev pace. On the other hand, Chiller looking at probably 700k, or just shy of, into, it is 700k, there we go, into 22. So 100k lead, line count relative, I guess, for Sidnev, maybe a little bit more. Either way, it says 6 Tetrises up the top. That's a lot of Tetris. And Chiller in a short dig, but a short dig when Sidnev isn't digging is very dangerous. That will put you behind by a lot of pace. People in chat celebrating a bit. I missed it because Chiller is in a dig. Maybe I missed it and it was on Chiller's side. If that was the case, I missed it because I'm blind, but I doubt it, based on the situation Chiller was in. Sidnev, anyway, going to be scoring a Tetris and thus a max out into level 25, possibly a 24 max. Somebody recalculate that. But nonetheless, 250,000 point lead at roughly the same line count. Sidnev really going for that 1.3 into kill screen in comp. Oh, Longboy in chat, very cool. Also, thank you for the raid, Heist. Thank you, Heist, for being so far off the hinges. I mean, I would expect nothing less from a Heist restream, assuming that's what that was. Sidnev's 1.3 into kill screen and competition dreams are sadly going to be dashed here with this unfortunate series of pieces, but 1.2 still very likely. Heist raid indeed. There's the 1.2 into kill, well, pre-kill screen. We haven't even got there yet for Sidnev, and we definitely haven't got there for Chiller, but Chiller just banking on maybe getting a max out here into kill screen, and that misdrop makes things a lot harder. This max out into kill screen dream is still alive, but anything after that, real miracle. And there it is. There is. Ooh, not quite. There we go. The max out for Chiller, and then the stack. Basically unrecoverable, given the situation. Sidnev, on the other hand, just racking on points on kill screen here, getting the 1.4 in level 20. What? Not 20. 31. Oh, I'm sad I didn't get to watch Heist's restream, but, you know, on the other hand, I was watching Sidnev play, which is pretty cool. Because Sidnev is insane at pacing. If Sidnev survives this, how did you hit that 5-tap? I know you're Sidnev, but still. Either way, 1.5 and 32, kind of crazy. There it is. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Tetris. We can do one after this. Let's go. Never sleep. Exactly. Sleep is for the weak, etc. Sidnev, scoring Tetris up to 47,000. Chiller, a little bit of an awkward left side here. Had one of those awful W holes, I call them. But it'll resolve nicely. Got lucky on the 50-50. Got the correct L/J piece. I don't remember which way round it was. I think it was the red one. Either way, 93,000. Now with that Tetris, 116,000 for Chiller. And another Tetris up to 140k, we'll round it up. So Sidnev, like, a single behind in terms of pace. And now 3 singles behind it in terms of pace. Ooh, Sidnev, interesting series of placements there. We'll just pretend that that isn't what the stack looks like and come back to it in a moment when it doesn't look like that. Oh yeah, Dog got it versus Somalian like 2 days ago. It was 2 million and he topped out before the kill screen. Also, Sidnev just got a cool center board Vits. I haven't seen a center well Vits in a long time. Yeah, Sidnev and Blue Scooty got it offline. Sidnev setting up another Vits. Is Sidnev memeing? Or is Sidnev actually just setting up the Vits because it's good? I don't know. I've never seen center well Vits before, so I don't know if it's an optimal play. Either way, it's fun to watch. It's very questionable, I would say, but it is fun to watch. Jay Huang is fainting with all these bits. I know, right? So, Sidnev, with that single, will take the real-time lead back, and then... Okay, that's an interesting misdrop. Sidnev just like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever, I guess that's my life now. And that's probably the reaction I would have as well, given the situation. But, Sidnev gonna hopefully be able to burn this back to a right well soon enough. You're not hearing music, by the way, or are you delusional? You're correct, there is no music, actually. Oh wait, yeah, no, sorry, you're delusional. There's actually really loud music. You're having an auditory hallucination. There we go. Glad that could be established. Sidnev going for another dirty Tetris. Sidnev doing some fun stacking this game. Who are you people? I don't know. I don't think we're real. You're Nick Woods of NES Tetris fame. I can confirm that Nick Woods is real. So, Sidnev continuing the not right well gameplay, while Chiller continuing the right well gameplay, I guess. And it's going well for them. They have a 50,000 point lead, and they're behind in lines. Will this become another center well for Sidnev? No, it will get turned towards the right well. It's not quite a right well yet. There was too many holes at the bottom of the stack, but it's something. And there we go, dirty right well Tetris for Sidnev. At least it's cleaner than basically any of the other Tetris that she's got in this game. Chiller, on the other hand, up to 500k, so 75,000 point lead. And with that Tetris, 100,000 point pace lead. Ooh, you're watching it on the TV. That's, well, now I feel self-conscious. I don't, but it does feel weird knowing that there's just a group of people watching me on the TV. Well, I mean, it's watching the players, listening to me on the TV. Just never thought of it like that. I assume that everyone who watches Twitch is, you know, lonely in a basement somewhere. Like me. Well, I'm not in a basement. I'm in a 4th floor apartment. But still, if I had one, I totally would be in it. So 619, now 620 for Sidnev. Chiller, scoring Tetris going up to 685. Beamed onto a space station. True. I wonder if anyone who's been to the International Space Station has heard of Blue Scooty. I've got a huge projector screen in my living room right now. Terrifying. That's my new goal. Try and get myself onto the largest possible screen. In your school TV. Well, the one that they roll out in front of you on like the little old CRT TV from probably 2002. Or if they got rid of those nowadays. That's what I remember from school. Sidnev 750k, Chiller 837. So Chiller definitely got the pace lead here. 3 Tetrises and behind by a level. So going into 29, Sidnev will need to put on some scoring. Probably not a crazy amount, because from what I've seen, Chiller's kill screen is not super consistent. They do have potential for a good kill screen. They do have they have multiple 1.5s, but I haven't seen consistency in it, at least in competition. So Sidnev may be accounting for that, but you can't really account for anything when you're in this situation. All you got to do is hope that you get out of the dig, because if you don't, you're not winning the game. Sidnev's been 2 off the bottom for the entirety of this post-transition, by the way. Like, that is something to remember here. 850k into level 28, probably going to be looking at a 900 into kill. Well, not even a 900, like an 870. An 862 into a Tetris, 898. Chiller's board, not great here, but hopefully for them they can get it cleared up and score a little bit more points before the kill screen hits, because once it does, you're in Sidnev's realm at that point. Sidnev up to 950 now, scoring that Tetris and there we go. With that one, we'll take the real-time score lead. So Chiller, you've got some work ahead of you. Sidnev is hot on your heels. And she ain't slowing down, really. Like, she had the left well triple there. I mean, that's kind of spooky. But, yeah, we've got some aggressive kill screen play, and it's not stopping here. Chiller playing some solid kill screen as well. Gonna score a Tetris, retake the real-time lead. Sidnev, in the meantime, got a center well dirty Tetris set up. Needs a bar. Isn't getting a bar. And Chiller, with that Tetris, I think, that they got, right? I don't know when they got the Tetris. It might have been just now. It might have been a couple seconds ago. Either way, it is enough to win the game. 2-1. And seed check. It is the same seed. Good stuff. And they differ very slightly. Did they? Or did they differ in the order that they placed the pieces, but ended up with the same placements? Either way, they've differed now. So, Sidnev with the 1 point lead. An infinite pace lead. You're literally doing stats before this stream. Good luck! I'm going to specifically agree to get a draw versus Alex T just to ruin the stats. As someone on the stats team, I'm going to do that because it would be funny. Sidnev, another couple misdrops here. I think Sidnev's a bit tired because they seem to be rubbing their eyes, but, you know, a tired Sidnev is still one of the strongest players in the world, so we'll see how that works out. Was it just an itch? I don't know. Maybe. I'm not trying to be too analytical, but that was my assumption. There's an incredibly loud motorcycle outside of my flat. I'm on the 4th floor, and that thing sounded like it was right in my goddamn ear. What's a flat? Sorry, an apartment? There you go. Hope that helped. Stop cussing. Oh, I apologize. I guess. Ground floor being floor 0 or floor 1? Floor 1. I don't like calling the floor, like, starting at 0 for floors. It's really weird. I think it's a British thing, but, you know, we can't be right about everything. Who knows how to create suspension? I think the term would be suspense. Suspension is to do with springs, I believe. Well, in terms of as a noun, right? But or as an object, I guess. There's a lot of things to do with suspension, but aren't I Scottish? I am. Chiller's board, not amazing here. Does have a pace lead, but this isn't good at all, actually. This doesn't have any potential burns, and nothing will burn, yeah. Okay, well, Sidnev is in a fairly short chase down. Okay, that makes this fairly short chase down a lot more dangerous. We'll score the Tetris, and that is enough. Okay, managed to make the shortest chase down in history as terrifying as possible, but nonetheless, it is a victory for Sidnev. We will see a 3-1 win there. In what sense? How far off is it? Like, what direction? Ansel at 165, Tugi at 184. Has taken some burns now. When you get a 20-piece drought, that tends to happen. Still on a drought. That drought counter seems to be stuck at 16. I don't know if it's meant to increment or I don't know. Still just wants to sit there at 16, but we got a bar. Okay, Well, if anyone knows how to... You thought I was aggressively American? Okay, fair enough. I'm from Scotland and live in Scotland, so that would be unfortunate, honestly. I don't sound like I'm from Scotland, I admit, but still. Yeah, so Tugi's drought counter is just broken. That's not a me problem. That's a problem for Yobi to fix, I suppose. But hey, I know what a kilometer is exactly. Oh yeah. No, my discussion around my premier pole position is very intense. What's a kilometer? It's the European version of Miles the Great. Right, so players, very similar scores. Ansel taking a few skims here. Probably not in the fashion that he'd like to, but it works out pretty well. So, pace-wise, he is maybe a Tetris behind, but the droughts are continuing here. So... And Tetrises for both players. So 380 plays 378. Very similar scores at a exactly the same line count even. Don't they still use miles in the UK? Yeah, we do. But we don't really use feet for distance that much. We use inches for like, you know, real short distances, and like feet and inches for height. But then we use meters for like, oh yeah, 100 meters down the road or whatever. And then we use miles again for long distance. It's really stupid. Tugi up to 450. Ansel at 469. Got a nice flat stack here, while Tugi doesn't. But Tugi has sorted it out and gonna score a Tetris. It's a pretty solid game so far from both players even. Not had too much hassle for either of them. Scotland is the home of memers, says Kingsman. Yeah, pretty much. Well, not strictly memers. Ben is both a memer, but he is also a meme himself, just as a person. Ansel having to take a fair few burns here, but Tugi in a very similar dig. It resolves much quicker, but visually very, very reminiscent of the other side of the game. It will allow Tugi to take a small lead here, most likely, before the kill screen. But if it was 2010, this would be the kill screen coming up. It's not. This is level 19. This is post-transition. Loving the chat pinning going on with the mods. Okay, Ansel, awkward stack going into transition, but still a 558 transition, so nothing to be too upset about. Tugi, 600k here in level 19, so a 2 Tetris lead, though now that Ansel has evened up the line count, only 1 Tetris between the two players. Ooh, Ansel with some interesting placements there. I think possibly kind of misdrops, you know, mental misdrops where you're like, not sure what to do, and then just dump a piece wherever it goes. Level 19 super mega ultra kill screen. Terrifying. Ansel, I think, probably going to burn this down, but in the process of doing so is going to go behind now 3 Tetrises. That is, with that Tetris for Tugi, 743 at the same line count, so 100k lead. Almost 4 Tetrises. Tetrises for both players. Tugi getting 2 bars in a row there to set up for the Tetris. 800k now into level 23, so very solid pace. Ansel, definitely much weaker pace due to that digging that happened from about the end of pre-transition to now. That's alright. Still plenty of room to catch up. Tugi is a new roller, essentially. They do have the fastest progression of anyone basically ever, but they still have, you know, a lack of experience with the playstyle that could mean if they get into a spicy situation, they'll be less likely to get out of it. We'll see. On the other hand, they have 1.3 DAS player stacking, which is quite strong. Even if rolling does make stacking just harder. I don't know why it does, it just does. 110,000 point lead for Tugi right now, while Ansel's board back into the unhappy zone. Should hopefully be able to burn this out reasonably quickly, and maybe secure a max into kill screen. At least a low to mid 900 seems very plausible here. Tugi misdrops, yes, see, this is what I was thinking for Tugi. I've seen a few games of Tugi, and a lot of the time it comes down to those misdrops on 26. But nonetheless, he's still 5 Tetrises ahead, so Ansel doesn't have the easiest time here. Tugi already has a max out and still has enough space to probably make it 2 kill screen without many more misdrops. Probably not make it very far once he gets there, but that might not be that big of a problem because Ansel's board not in a great state and kill screen coming up very soon. Ansel, 2 burns available for kill screen. Gonna take them, and nothing. Oh, something does get over to the right. That's a bar, but that is also a clogged well, and that is a top out at 932. Tugi at 1,059,000 points is good for game 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I mean, I guess I said we can start the countdown and then start the countdown, so in a sense that sounded like I was counting down for the countdown. But no, it was just the countdown for Tetris. Very different starts this time. You can see Tugi with a much bigger left, while Ansel's left kind of bad. Gonna take a triple to start off here, while Tugi does not. There was a brief moment where Ansel's stack did look like the better start, and then things sort of resolved in such a way that didn't happen. And then Tugi has done that. That's an impressive move. It is technically resolvable with a double tuck. Will Tugi do it? Probably not. Unfortunately for Tugi, that does not burn out the way that we all would have liked to see it do, because that would have been satisfying and cool. So now both players taking some burns. Tugi probably taking a few more, but Actually, pretty much the same amount of burns for both players from that situation, but Tugi has an extra Tetris in the same number of lines. So, hey, Tugi's stacking, paying off right now. I should really get a drink so I can continue to commentate. I mean, this is interesting though. I am actually enjoying watching these two players right now. This isn't a Euro Friendlies moment where I'm commentating Martz versus GeoWolf for the 385th time. Tugi, another interesting set of misdrops. This is likely to be what puts him behind in pace. I don't see Ansel stacking in such a way that he gets into anything so dangerous that he can't match or beat this pace. He has a nice clean stack with a high left, so basically anything that happens for Ansel right now shouldn't result in much difficulty other than a drought, and even then, drought should be fine. And it kind of was. There was a 17-piece drought there, I think. So 250k for Ansel versus 200 for Tugi. I am going to very quickly grab a drink, so it'll be like 10 seconds, 20 seconds. You'll never even know. Back and I have water. Look at that. Efficient dig. Yeah, I mean, I did see that Ansel got into, like, some form of a dig right before I left. And then I came back and he was already out of it. So, that sounds like a good dig to me. You just pull out your amaretto. I mean, you're allowed to. Unfortunately, I'm the only person in Scotland who doesn't drink, so... You actually woke up in time for your match. Oh, gee. So I am Mashallah. Excellent, thank you. Whatever that means, I don't know what that means, but thank you. Great. Good stuff. Ooh, 5 bits. We're rich, guys. That'll fund Kingsman's retirement. God has willed it. That's usually what those things mean, to be fair. I feel like everything that I've heard in Arabic ever has been God something. Everything that someone's translated for me, anyway. Yeah, that's what happened to me, T-Beck, and now I don't have access to PayPal. It's really cool. Players right now, Tugi has retaken the pace lead at 440 at only 108 lines to 119 for Ansel with roughly the same score. Send me your dates and I'll do it for you. Good work, Somalian. There's a 40% chance your controller will work as intended today. Great, that's what I like to hear. Miles the Great odds. So, Ansel transitions at 5:23, so actually a pretty solid transition once again. Only a Tetris behind the previous game. Even if it has felt a bit less clean, I guess the seed has just been kinder in terms of bar timings. Tugi, 5:58 this game, about the same as Ansel's from last game. So, very serviceable paces for both players. So 6:35 for Tugi, and a level behind. So, pretty sizable pace lead. Probably close to about 4 Tetrises, I would say. Ansel, massive spire on that left side, which is pretty useful considering that it's not really a spire at that point. It's more like a wall. England, please. So, Tugi at 750 with that Tetris, going to go up to 777 very